On this video, I wrote another book.
This is the Old Guy Network.
Yep.
Welcome back to the Trailer Hood. It's me, the OG, but you knew that already. And what a beautiful day here in the Trailer Hood. And what makes it mostly beautiful is the fact that, yes, I wrote another book. More importantly, I published another book. Yeah, there's two of them now on the Amazons. Hey, look at this. We got 101 Bad Pickup Lines. That's the old book. I wrote that like 3 weeks ago. But now I have the Old Guy Network's Book of Trivia Volume 1. And that is available on Amazon right now. And that's the one that's taken about 3 years to write. Because I started doing trivia almost exactly 3 years ago. I thought after the first, 6 months or so, I was like, man, I've done a lot of research. And I've got enough questions here to write a book. Well, it's 3 years later, and I've got enough to write a whole bunch of books. So this is Volume 1. What do you think of that? Volume 1, Old Guy Network's Book of Trivia, Volume 1, by me. That's me there, the OG, Jay Jenkins. I prefer the OG, but it stands for Old Guy. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun putting this thing together. It was originally supposed to be the first book, but the other book got written first, so I did that one. And yeah, there's a third book on the way. It's about halfway done. And that's going to be called Old Guy Network Presents 101 Bad Dad Jokes. I'm going to stick with this 101 thing for a while anyway. So that's, I'm really looking forward to that one. Doing the research on that one is a lot of fun. Who doesn't like a good bad dad joke, right? Because they're all kind of good and they're all pretty bad. So yeah, that's going to be the third book. Now, I don't have an unboxing for you like I did with the first book because, well, I just published the damn thing. It went up yesterday at the time of this recording. And I didn't have time to order the books. And I will as soon as I can, as soon as I'm able to. And then I will do an unboxing. I'll show you the book. And maybe by that time, we'll have some reviews for you, too. Now, since the book's gone up, I have actually sold a few copies of it. And it's pretty amazing what people are saying about it already. So I'm really happy with it. The people who bought the book seem to be happy with it. And if you want to check it out, just run right over to the Amazons and just search Old Guy Network's Book of Trivia Volume 1. Or if you just put Old Guy Network, I think both my books will probably show up. And I really would appreciate that, especially now, because some other things have happened. A couple of months ago, I left the job that I had in hopes of another job. Well, I had another job which I thought was secure. Turned out it wasn't. But another opportunity opened up, and I got that job, and it was making a great deal of money, and it was going to be, my saving grace. It was going to be wonderful. But I couldn't do the job. It required over 60 hours a week to be there, and I can't do that. I just can't do it. When I was in my 20s, I could. Hell, when I was in my 50s, I could. I can't do that anymore. So I stopped doing that job. And then I got to talking to people about different options for retiring and Social Security and other things. And it turns out, and I'm not going to get into the whole story, but it turns out that I am receiving some benefits that I didn't know that I was going to get. And that is making things a lot easier on me as soon as they all kick in. And I am officially retired. Finally. I was retired like 3 years ago. Or no, 7 years ago. I retired for like 3 years. Drove me crazy. Went back to work. Things didn't work out as well as I had hoped. But I did go back to work for about 3 years, 3.5 years. And now, this time, hopefully it's going to stick. Because I have a lot of things to keep me busy. I've got this channel, which I'm going to put more time into. I'm doing an awful lot. I'm doing a lot on TikTok. A little bit on Facebook, Instagram, that sort of thing. But I've really concentrated on the TikTok side of things. And on TikTok, every Fridays and Saturdays, I do trivia. We do old guy trivia, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's a whole lot of fun. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. It's awesome. And on Sundays over there, I do Trailer Hood Trash Talk, which I'm thinking about bringing that over to YouTube, and we'll extend it from 2 hours to 3 hours because I do 2 hours now. And it's kind of a podcast. We'll do 2 hours of Trailer Hood Trash Talk, and then we'll do an hour of trivia because everybody loves trivia. So, I mean, that's why I wrote the damn book. So, yes, I've got plans to do more on here. I have more time now, and I'm writing books. I'm trying to, I want to see how many books I can crank out. Quality books, ones that you really would want to read. I'm going to see how many I can do before the end of the year. It's just a personal challenge. I said to myself, because that's who I am, how many books can I do before the end of the year? And I said, challenge accepted. And yeah, I've got 2 published. I've got one that is about 50% done. Hopefully I'll get that published next week or the week after. And then I have some others that I'm going to be doing and talking about. I like doing the research for all of these things that I do. I spend a little bit too much time, if that's possible. If you can spend too much time with research, I do. But it's a lot of fun, and I really, really enjoy putting these things together. It's a thrill when you get it published, and I'm a published author now, twice. And I mean, I've probably made about $60 so far on both books. But you got to start somewhere, and that's where I started, right from the beginning again. But I am retired, so good on me for that. And I have a lot of high hopes of things that I want to do, and doing more for this channel. And I've said it in the past many, many, many times, but I never seem to be able to get the time. I do want to do more on this channel. When I first started this, I was doing 1 video a day, and I had no idea what this channel was. But I'm not going to go back to doing 1 video a day. That's just too much work with everything else. And I've got a lot of projects around the house that I should have gotten done this summer, but I just couldn't afford it. Now I'm going to be able to put some money away, and with the books, I have a fund that all the money for the books, which I don't get paid for another couple of months on those anyway, but all the money I make from the books, that goes into a fund. And that is to be able to get out of the state of Maine. That's where I am right now. I really want to get out, especially this time of year. We're almost into winter, and winters are rough here. And I'm in my 60s, and I've been here most of my life. I've had enough with the winters. I want to go someplace warmer, and that is going to help me with that. And I have some other things going on too. I'm always scheming, But yeah, that's the gist of it. I've retired. I have completed 2 books and published 2 books, and I really would like you to go check them out. There'll be links in the description of this video, so you can check them out if you like. If you want to buy the book, that's wonderful. If you just want to check it out, maybe tell other people. Maybe you don't have, $9.99 for the first book or $12.99 for the second book. Maybe you just don't have it right now. That's fine. But take a look at the samples that they have on there, see what you think of the books, and let people know. That's the best way you can support me, is just let people know. That's going to do it. That's my big news. And, book number 3 is coming right out. So I'll keep you informed on that too. But in the meantime, check out the Old Guy Network Presents 101 Bad Pickup Lines and the Old Guy Network's Book of Trivia, Volume 1, both available on Amazon. And I hope you guys go over and take a look. Why not? That's going to do it for me, the OG, from deep here in the trailer hood. I'm out.